Hey, on Reloaded, Big Dappuccino here. This is gonna be a different kind of episode. I haven't done this type of content in a minute. We're gonna call this I was gonna call it a pony car. Well, let's call it a pony car, American Muscle pony car showcase. Long title. Maybe I'll think of a better way to say it by the time this video is done. But yeah, we're gonna deal with pony cars. Pony cars are they're basically American cars. There are I don't know. I'm not gonna say smaller. They're a sedan usually, and the best example of that, everybody when you say pony car immediately think of the Mustang. I think because of the horse theme mainly. But believe it or not, the first pony car was actually the Plymouth Barracuda in 1964. With that said, uh, yes, the Mustang was out in 1964 too, but the Plymouth Barracuda debuted, I think, I want to say a couple of months. It was like it's like not that much time, but the Plymouth did debut before the Mustang. So I know people are gonna be in there. Oh, Mustang came first. No, it didn't. Do your research. Um, but we're dealing with diecast here, so let's start off. Which ironically, we start off with the Ford. Yeah, this is a 1965 Ford. It's based on it, and this is from the Hot Wheels. It is mainline, but it's the HW Screen Time series. Believe it or not, in 2020. So I found that last year, and this casting actually been around since 1964 to present, and it was designed by Larry Wood. That can't be right. Because I thought Hot Wheels started in 68, so they might have made a mistake on a Hot Wheels wiki. I think Hot Wheels was started in 1968. So it's 1968 to present. And this is. Oh, okay. Well, I made a mistake. This exact casting has been around only since 1984. Don't know where that 64 mess came from. That was a mistake on my part. Now, like I said, this is HW Screen Time 2020. And I think it's James Bond. Was it Thunderbolt? Don't, I don't know. Or The Spy Who Loved Me or something? I don't remember. Oh well. As you can see, it has these, I guess these aero disc wheels, which kind of fit here. It doesn't have headlights, but you see the details. The Mustang emblem on the side. Is that a Ford emblem? Well, the engine designation. I think it was supposed to be there. And for missing details like the headlights and the tail lights is basically the base. And it's a clean convertible. It's a nice color. The contrast, the light blue with the white interior. Mainline interior kind of chunky, but it does the job. Next, let's get to the Dodge Challenger 1970. And this is a metal fake blue one. And this is from the 2019 multi-pack exclusive, which means there's probably a 9. I think this was a 9-pack. I don't think it was a 20-pack. But it didn't say in the wiki, and I can't remember. So, and I had this since 2019. That's when it came out in that multi-pack. So it was either a 9-pack, either a 5-pack. And sometimes they put the same cards in the packs. So, and it debuted in 2006, first editions, and it's still produced to this day, but that's when it debuted in 2006. This was designed by Phil Rowman. His name will come up, I think, a couple times when I'm doing this. It's the same color all the way around. It looks like as the base is black, but most of the body is blue. Got some. I mean, it's a nice casting, but the most prominent details, the shaker hood, they got that right. And this is the little piece that sticks out. And when the hood comes up, this piece is above, is cut out. So this piece is kind of like a I don't know if this is functional. I think it is. And those cars, it kind of helps the more air to get into the engine. It's called, the colors on it is nice. Mainline, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. I think it's a more modern interpretation of a classic car, but oh well. Next, we got a sequence. So next we're gonna do the '68 Copo Camaro. This one is black with orange and yellow and red. Yeah, and red stripes. It debuted in the 2011 new models, and this version right here is from Muscle Mania 2019. This casting, of course, I said it started in 2011. It was designed by Phil Rowman again. Typical Hot Wheels, the big wheel in the back. The rake, I mean, it's not as bad as it could be, but it's prominent. I like the mixed match wheels on this. Kind of gives it like a, I don't know, kind of like a, I don't want to say like a track look or a street look or a drag racing look or something. The interior looks good. The color combination, of course, tail light details or headlight details, and that's the base. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Next, we got the AMC. I need to go back. Yeah, next we got the AMC Javelin AMX 2009 new models. Is that when it debuted? And this casting was it was first produced in 2009. Like I said, with the new models. and it was designed by Jun May, which is strange because most people would think he would stick with. He is best known for car culture, and especially known. I think he started Japanese historics, but he was extensive as far as designing, not just JDM, but European and iconic European, Japanese JDM, and American muscle cars. Like I said in previous videos, he's one of my favorite designers. Of course, he is not with Hot Wheels anymore. Even though he comes back and he works on special projects, but he works for, supposed to be working for the E-Racing League or whatever. That's the electronic racing. I guess what do you call it? Association. Whatever you do. This car, most people, when they think about pony cars, they forget about this car. Of course, the AMC Javelin. Of course, AMC does not exist anymore. And this particular car was produced between 1968 and 1974. My father had one of these. His was a 71 or 72, and his was orange. This version, the Metal Flake light green version, is from 2009 new models. This is the third color. The front is the base basically. That's all one piece. The interior being black and the exterior being green is a nice contrast. It's a nice casting. They even put that's the American Motors badge right there on it, which is wild. So it's amazing what they did with so little as far as restrictions in Mainline. That's why Jun May is one of my favorite designers. Next, we got the 68 Plymouth Barracuda Formula S from HW Showroom. Well, it debuted in HW Showroom and Muscle Mania in 2013. Casting still used to this day. This was another one that was designed by Phil Rowman, and this one is pearl white. And this is from HW Flame Series 2017. So this is 3 years ago. They pretty much but they're not to have no details. The whole thing with these is, of course, the designs, the flames, and I mean it works. The red with the yellow and on the white with the black interior, and the windows down, which I guess is a harder casting to do whenever they do the windows down. And the brake is not that, even though it has bigger tires in the back. The stance is kind of funny. This is wild. The gas cap. Wow. That's a nice detail. Moving on. The this is the last of the main lines. This is a Matchbox, the oddball of the main lines that I did for this showcase. This is a 1968 Mercury Cougar, and this is from Heritage Classics 2008, but the casting debuted in Superfast 2004, and it was designed by Dave Weiss, I think is his name. I think that's how you pronounce his name, Weiss. This casting was used from 2004 to 2010, and it's actually a 1/62 scale model. I'm gonna be honest, this is one of my favorite Matchbox cars in my collection. Of the old school, definitely. Yeah, I think it was executed so well with the tail lights and just the overall look with the windows down, and even the grill. You can see where it's got the part where the Cougar word is supposed to be. The detail on this is incredible. The only giveaway that it's not a premium is probably these wheels, which this car is, like I said, I had this at least since 2008. I don't know if I got it exactly in 2008, but it's been around since 2008. So I possibly got it in 2009, but you still look at the time that I had it. It's been over 10 years, and it still looks, and to be honest, it's in better shape than some of my premiums. The paint is immaculate. They did a great job on that one. Next, let's get into the premiums. Start with the Greenlight. This is the Ford Shelby GT350, 1965. Everybody knows Carroll Shelby. If you don't, do some research on him and find out about him. You can even look at that movie, Ford versus Ferrari, and you get some nice information on him. You can go on Wikipedia too, man. On YouTube, they got some nice documentaries about him. There's something called Donut Media. Check them out. They do some good documentaries. Podcasts, basically, but you get to see them online, and they're very humorous. So, this casting was created in 2008. This particular car, I got this one 2018, though. And it's just cool. This is, of course, and then open the engine detail. You get to see how the engine looks and stuff. Next, we got the Greenlight 71 Dodge Challenger RT. Casting was first used in 2009. It's a 2018 version from the Vanishing Point movie. And basically just giving you a look of how the premium companies did the same cars. Auto World Next is the Auto World 1964 Plymouth Barracuda. There's some, I don't know, it's kind of discrepancy about this. I couldn't find exact information. I know I had it in 2018 or 2019, but there's a 2015 trademark on it, so I don't know if that's when they started it. I don't think the car is actually around 2015. I got it in 2000. I want to say I may have got this year, but it was, I think on the card it was 2018 or 2019. And this is the same one as before. I think this is an early one. This was a 64 too, 65 I think. This is 64. Note the back glass. And like I said, this was the first pony car. Next, we got the Greenlight 1967 Chevrolet Yanko Copo Camaro 2019 casting that was first created in 2018. And this is very realistic. I like the stock look of this with the white walls and those wheels. It's a nice paint job. It's glossy looking. The engine detail under the hood. Tail lights are immaculate. Just well executed. You can see the Chevrolet emblem right there. And there's another version I was going to show of the same model year where the front grille is pretty much has hideaway lights, but I didn't want to show that one for some reason because it was wanted the contrast. Well, this one is pretty much the same. It's supposed to be the same as the other one. So next we have the Greenlight 1972 AMC Javelin AMX, which was first used in 2009, and this was one that I had got in 2018. It's orange, but it's not the same orange as my dad's. My dad had his was like bright orange. This is more of like a burnt orange, like. Nice wheel detail, white leather tires, engine detail. I think this is supposed to be a 401 under here, which is the big boy, I guess, considered for them. Because I think my dad, he had I want to say he had 302 or something under his. 302 or either 305 or some strange engine. It was very small. It was a very small engine though, small block. But it was, because the car was lightweight and it had a 5-speed, it was very fast. And last but not least, we're going to do this Auto World 1968 Mercury Cougar in the room. And I just got a 2017 copyright for that. I guess that's when the casting came out. But I think I only had this car. I think I had this car in 2019. That's when I ordered it. That's when it came. And just to compare it with this Mercury Cougar. Look, you can tell this is 162. Look how beefy this looks. I keep thinking this opens, and I think at one time it was supposed to, but I think they did it from the factory and closed it because they didn't want to put an engine in there, engine details in here no more. So I can hear it. That piece is kind of flimsy, so, but I think it's been somehow glued in this area, so you can't open it. Actually, the detail is incredible. And with that said, I don't know, this is the best showcase I've done. It's probably far from it, but oh well. You know, the more you do these things, the better you get. And I try to do different kinds of content. With that said, I want to thank the subscribers for your support. Random viewers, I encourage you to hit the subscription button, hit the notification button so you have access to all the content. This is Big Dappuccino. This has been a pony car showcase. Peace and blessings.